Shit, I remember about 10 years old, and my mama would always say, "Don't go off that porch." I ain't know what she mean, but I said, "Don't go off that porch." So I'm gonna push it along till I was 12, and I came home with a rag on my wrists and knuckles, a blue rag. Cause we used to wear Carolina blue back then before we switched to all color blue flags. Now we just wear all color blue. Mom was like, "Son, what you doing that with that blue rag on in the house?" Mama, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Being the crazy person that I was, she said, "Boy, you crazy just like your daddy and your daddy friends." The reason why she said that is because my daddy friends, they was Crips too. The ones from North Carolina, they was Crips. And he was hanging around them a lot back in the day. And I didn't know that, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know my daddy was hanging around with them and he was hanging around a bunch of Crips and shit. I didn't know that shit when I was growing up. But I knew my friends who that grew up in the 80s, they was Crips and stuff like that. They old now. But they was like 16 or 30 in the 80s. They was Crips and stuff. They was come from different land and different states and stuff. But all that, she's like, "Are you in the game?" I looked to the left, cause my buddy, I was like, "Yeah, I'm a Crip." I said it with pride, you know what I'm saying? My chest stuck out. I like, "I'm a Crip, mama." She was like, 'cause my daddy was down in the nursing home. You know what I'm saying? He had a bad effects. He was going through some things and stuff. He was in a nursing home. He was going through some things. But she took me down there the next day when I got out of school. I guess she thought they was gonna do something or something. No, it was 13, yeah. It was 13. But he been down there since I was 12, 13. But my daddy asked me, she was like, "Guess what? Your son in the crib. Your son in the game." She was like, and he was like, "That's up to him. If you want to be in the game, let him be in the game. But he got consequences when he be in the game." He was like, "Son, do you basically know the consequences out of being in this game?" I was like, "Yeah, pops." 'Cause back then, it wasn't no point you couldn't get out of a game down here. Either you dead or in jail for the rest of your life when you join the game down here. But now people telling me they getting out the game, they got jumped out and shit. They got all this and that. I know people that's 40 or 50 years old in a gang in California still. and they ain't never got jumped out. They still affiliated with it, but they call themselves ex-gang members. But they still got the tattoos and stuff like that. They still part of it. Cause they hang around their homeboys and shit. But my bad. I thought I was having a camera on me. But what I want to say is, oh yeah, what I want to say is, my daddy was like, "Come over here, son. Let me talk to you. Your mama tripping. Your mom back in the day, she'd be down for the hood and stuff like that, but not in the gang like that. She'd be down for the hood, not like in the gang, but like down for the hood, like take up for people and stuff like that, like have people back." He was like, "Don't worry about it. If something come up, I got your back." Cause he was cool. He was a cool ass cat like that, and he was a gangster like hell back in the day. Almost like, well, back in the day, your daddy didn't show me that sign. He just wasn't like that with me. I know he wasn't, but I heard stories. You know what I'm saying? From other people. You gotta, when you with your family and with your kids and wife, you don't act gangster like that. But when you with your homeboys, with your family, like cousins, uncles, and nieces and nephews, you gonna be a gangster ass nigga. Cause you with your, you know what I'm saying? Cause you growed up with them. You growed up with them fighting and shit. With your brothers or sisters. Like just teaching them how to fight and stuff like that. Oh yeah, what I want to say was, I had to think for a minute. Sometimes my brain be going like, I've been through a lot of shit. You gotta excuse me sometimes. I be going through a lot of shit. I think I got that. You know how they be saying on TV what the army guys be going through in the army, like, and they been in so much battle, and like me, I've been in a lot of battle, and, and like, and it's the same stuff what the army people go through. They are trained to do stuff what they don't want to do and shit like that. They train for it. So, and now I'm diagnosed with schizophrenic, not paranoid schizophrenic, but this kind of schizophrenic that's kind of go off and flip off and start fighting and shit like that. The dangerous schizophrenic. But hell yeah. But I didn't know till I started taking tests and stuff. Till the doctor started talking to me, and then they got me on the shot and stuff like that. It's a very high dose shot. It's only for people like that came out of the war and people that came out of gang banging and shit and can't get along with society, and it's crazy. Alright now. Just be safe out there, kids, if you decided to get in a gang, and don't be around the wrong motherfuckers, cause they can get your ass set up down here. I'm just telling you clues, and when you run the wrong people. I'm sorry, I'm cussing. 'Cause I know some kids probably watching this with their parents. When you run the wrong people, they can get you set up, like set you up by the cops or the FBI or SWAT team or anything. Or get you set up by blood. Or get you set up by blood, by robberies. But you know what I'm saying? I had to fight like 10 of my robberies, 10 blood members at one time. So I had to use all bad weapons just to get out of that fight. Then slow down. Cause me, I know how to maintain speed and hit hard to knock them out. But it was crazy. That fight was crazy. All my teeth they still good, but my teeth like kind of getting chipped off now. Some of my teeth got cracks in it. You can see that teeth right there at the top. It's chipped. Some of my teeth at the bottom is chipped. That's because a nigga set me up. And when I found that nigga, it was daylight for him. It was on green light for him. I wanted him full force. I wanted him like a like a like a Muslim getting off of being a Muslim and eating meat. I just went toward. I seen him in Walmart. Boy two went outside and beat the shit out of that nigga. I'm sorry for cussing again, but I beat the shit out of him. And he left Salisbury, North Carolina. He left, but it wasn't no battle, nothing like that. No shooting, nothing like that. He just set me up. He said he was a blood, but he had no tattoos, nothing like that. Then he turned around and said he was a crib. You know how that happens. That's why I tell niggas get tattoos, because I don't want to be around niggas and they saying they a crib, and they turn around the next minute they be a blood in Charlotte or Greensboro. You know how that goes. Alright now.